The night F-16 jets chased UFOs over the Aegean Sea of Greece in the Mediterranean. As we see from the map, it's those yellow dots there. They started from an area of the central Greece and flew over the area of Athens, which is basically half the population of Greece. It flew over the international airport and flew out into the Mediterranean Sea between Evia and Andros area. So, clearly pretty close to the, obviously they had to follow it because it was pretty close to the capital. So what was going on? The American Pentagon search for UFO detection, which was revealed by New York Times newspaper, is not something unknown to the corresponding authorities of other countries, and in this particular case it's Greece, as a similar incident revealed in 2008 by the newspaper The News, Danea newspaper, also concerned about our Air Force General Staff. In fact, the incident has been officially recorded in the diary of the Greek Operations Center by the Greek military after an incredible operation was previously carried out to locate the unknown object in which two F-16s also participated. The incident occurred October 11, 2007. It was presented by the newspaper on November 4, 2008, under the title X-Files in the Skies of Attica, that's the area of Athens, Greece, and the subtitle was F-16s were looking for UFOs following a report by an Olympian pilot, a pilot of Olympic Airways, while they were accompanied by an informative chart. According to the report, an Olympic aviation aircraft flying the London-Athens night route had for a while a close contact with an unknown luminous object over Attica. That's the greater Athens area. The report of the pilot, who was surprised to see the unknown object from Avlona to the international airport Eleftherios Venizelos of Athens, Greece, alerted the country's air defense system. And they sent up two F-16s on standby to locate it. According to the pilot, when his aircraft was in Avlona, Point Avlona region of Attica, he found that he was being followed by, quote, a bright object which changed positions to his right and left, end quote. The report alerted the Civil Aviation Authority, which in turn notified, based on the regulations, the Air Defense Information Center, KENA, in Athens, and the National Air Controller Center, Aegean, in Larissa. At 4:20 in the morning, the Operations Center of Aegean was also notified. Takeoff of the two F-16 fighters. From the joint evaluation of all data, it was decided at 6:23, unknown at which level, the takeoff of the two F-16 fighters from the base of Nea Anchilaos, 111th Fighter Wing, which was on alert scramble. 5 minutes later, the F-16s with the code Lightning II took off from the area of Attica Marathon Christou. Ground observers continued to watch at 6:45. There is also a new observer reported from Parnitha, according to which the object began to move away and get smaller as it ascended. The patrol by the two F-16s ended at 7:41, quote, without its pilots detecting anything, end quote. So this was going on like from around what time was it? 4:20 in the morning. Like over 3 hours, 7:41, over 3 hours. The most likely version is Venus, they said. Again, they're blaming Venus. GEA staff addressed the next day to the National Metropolitan Meteorological Service for possible explanations, given that there was only visual contact and no radar recording. According to unofficial interpretations given, it's possible that the bright trail was the planet Venus. The possibility is strengthened, as it was said, by several astronomical data correlating with the season October at the time, the direction of motion, and the brightness of the object. According to the estimates of the Meteorological Agency, experts given to GEA officers, all this combined with the position of the moon creates the feeling that the planet Venus is something else, for the most imaginative, a UFO, I mean, look, how can you state that Venus looks like a UFO? A UFO is moving back and forth. I mean, it's not the same thing as a slowly moving planet beyond the moon. I mean, that's what I'm not an astronomer, but that's what I believe. But anyway, they blame it on Venus. So according to experts, even trained observers, such as, for example, pilots, can be fooled, especially if the incident occurs under unusual circumstances. Experts argue that the physical object most often confused with UFOs is the planet Venus. For example, they say, if a layer of cold air is trapped under a layer of warm air, light rays from the stars are reflected, causing objects below the horizon to become visible as reflections. Okay? As the layers of air move, the object can appear to change direction, giving the illusion of moving at high speed. The same effect also magnifies the object. There are many such records of objects that even follow people. Even follow people. But as the experts say, instead of a UFO, it is Venus. Even former U.S. President Jimmy Carter had reported seeing a UFO in 1969. However, after studying it's considered certain that it was Venus. This is from Militaire Greece and Serious News, and I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.